YouTube, what's good? Carnivore flu. Is that a thing? I don't know. So let's talk about it. So I know you heard of the term keto flu. If you are in this realm, if you're watching this video, you probably tried keto at some point in time. So keto flu, pretty much the first initial stages of when you're transferring to keto, meaning lessening your carb intake, probably 20 and under carbs, total carbs and net carbs. When you're lessening your carbs and you get that foggy feeling, your head and whatnot starts hurting and you just feel very lethargic. It pretty much your body is adapting, to running on lower carbs and running off fat. So it pretty much runs in line with carnivore as well. You're pretty much cutting your carbs down to almost essentially nothing, and your body will start to run on fat, pretty much. The fat from the meats that you're eating. And so, do you have carnivore flu? Let's see, did I have it? I would say I really don't remember. I'm gonna be totally honest with you, but I've tried keto and I did go through a similar reaction as far as the keto flu. And I believe more than likely at the beginning stages, I do recall. When I was initially starting, I had weaned myself down pretty much before, I would say 2 or 3, in about 3 days before I started this journey, I kind of weaned myself down as far as what I was eating. I stopped eating a lot of that, garbage, a lot of that stuff, heavy stuff, and I was weaning myself down. And I said, okay, I'm gonna start on, for example, September 1st. And so a few days before, I was weaning myself down. I might have something, that might be sweet, maybe one of those days, but it wasn't like a whole pint of ice cream like I normally eat, or it wasn't like ice cream, macaroni and cheese, burgers, fries. It might have been one thing, on each of those days. And by the time that the first started, or that the day that I said I was going to start, by that day, I was like, okay, I did my best to stick with eating nothing but meat. I believe that when I initially started, I might have, cheated or had something that I shouldn't have had. But for the most part, the whole day I had nothing but meat. But then that afternoon I may have had something different. But I believe that I was still training my body to essentially run off of, nothing but, carnivore, nothing but meat, even though I had something that day. So I did that for a few days, and I was like, okay, my body is starting to kind of catch on to what I'm trying to do. And then I set a date for July 11th, and I did the same thing that I was doing. I was weaning myself down. I was pretty much eating carnivore the entire day, but then in the evening I would have something that I probably, shouldn't have had, that it pretty much wasn't carnivore. But when the 11th started, it was a lot easier for me. And so I really didn't have that lethargic feeling, or that, that the cloudiness, or that the flu-like symptoms from keto. So if you are, maybe you've had it. Maybe I may not be explaining it the way that you think or the way that you had it. Maybe you have a different explanation for it. But I would say I did not have it starting out on July 11th, because I weaned myself, and I tried to adjust my body prior to, July 11th, when I started this carnivore journey. You may have experienced it, and if you have, then everybody is different. Everybody has done different things, and everybody goes through different things. So you may have experienced it, or you may not. But I do believe if you're on the fence or wanting to do this, will you have some sort of symptoms or an adjustment period? You probably will, because if you're predominantly running on your body is depending on it, you know, as far as your energy source, then changing and adjusting to a different type of source and probably cutting your calories as well, then you're going to have an adjustment period. I believe you will have an adjustment period. Like your body is going to be, you know, it's going to be a shock, but you will quickly, your body will get in line. I believe your body will figure out, okay, I see what you're doing here, so let me just jump on board, you know, to a more sustainable, a cleaner way of eating. It obviously it's going to come with, you know, its issues and whatnot, but hey, I think you're going to be doing just fine. So don't let, you know, the potential, you know, flu-like symptoms from, you know, keto, don't let that stop you. Just try to wean yourself down, and then, you know, you might say, okay, I'm gonna start on the first, and you might not actually start, but you're starting to adjust your body. When I said I was gonna start, I did not start. I mean, I started to do carnivore probably half of the day, and then that evening I had something that was not carnivore. But I believe that I was still getting my body adjusted, because on July 11th it was a smoother transition. I just stopped eating, you know, the non-carnivore food the afternoon. I just ate enough carnivore food, that way I felt satiated. And you will feel satiated, I promise you. When you first get started and your body's getting adjusted, you'll feel satiated. You'll be good. Later on, depending on how your calories are, because also it plays a part to how many calories you're eating as well. So, like me, you know, if you're lessening your calories counter, you're used to eating, you know, carb dense foods, and your calories are 3,000, 4,000 calories a day, and then you go down to probably eating 18, 2,000, 2,200, then you're gonna feel it. You're not only gonna be hungry, but you're probably gonna be feeling a little lightheaded as well. So just, you know, keep in mind that it's not the end of the world. These things will pass, I promise you, and you'll be back. You'll probably be feeling better than what you did when you were eating carb dense foods, in my opinion. So, y'all, I'm done. I'm not gonna, you know, hold you all long. I hope you all got something out of this video. If you got any questions, just comment. Just let me know. Y'all stay blessed. Keep me in your prayers, and y'all have a great night.